Hey guys, welcome back to Habitual Crypto. My name's Dan, and here on the channel we like to make good habits in trading. So if you like trading cryptocurrencies and learning the best strategies to do that, be sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Today we'll be talking about the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin dominance charts at first. And I have some quick news of the day for you guys, and then we'll jump right into altcoins and doing some technical analysis for any coins you guys would like. So, just to start right off, I always like to start off with the Bitcoin daily chart, and you can see here we are still in an uptrend. Um, and Bitcoin has kind of slowed down in the time being. It did hit an all-time high a few days ago, and now it's just kind of settling right around 63,000. Um, if I will zoom, get a little closer in here on the hourly, so you guys can see more short term what we're looking at. Um, so we do have some resistance lines if we do get a break up, and we have some support lines here, the white dotted lines being our previous all-time highs and where we got some support when we did have the dip yesterday. So, Bitcoin holding this pretty well, even starting to make a higher high this hour than our previous high overnight. So on the short term. So yeah, I mean, when you kind of step back here, if we look at the 6 hour, this could be. We did have a decent drop, but even if you look at the daily, you know, zoom out and look at the daily, this could end up being just a bull flag, kind of like what we see here, where we, hang out a couple days around that range and then get the pop up. That seems to be what we're doing now. Even though we've had these wicks up and down, the closing numbers are staying pretty well in the range of 62.5 to 63.5. So, yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. But Bitcoin just kind of hanging out. Uh, I don't see any reason it wouldn't continue to go up. Um, the Coinbase IPO is now over, so we don't have to worry about any volatility with that anymore. And it might just go back to how it was, where we're moving up a little bit and continuing this bull run. So that's Bitcoin. Ethereum's really been kind of stealing the show here. We do have more all-time highs today. If I go in on the hourly chart here, kind of see what we've been doing, where we've had these moves up, nice bull flag, another move up, and a smaller bull flag, and now we're trying to make all-time highs this hour. So we made a new all-time high at 2493. It seems to be the 2500 is giving us a little resistance there. So we will see our target for the pattern that we were in, the triangle pattern we were in, is 2550. So we'll see if it can strongly break 2500 and not get badly rejected there. I would expect Ethereum to move even higher, possibly closer to 2600 in the short term. But the 2500 is definitely going to act as a decent resistance there. And I'll even put put another line there so we can keep an eye on this. Yeah, but overall, Ethereum looking really strong. And yeah, and now that Bitcoin has settled, we'll see if it moves while we're on stream. It's at 63,500 right now, but Bitcoin dominance just continuing to fall here. Make lower lows. We're at 53%. And let me zoom out here. Just show you guys the big picture here with Bitcoin dominance. I said if we had broken this white dotted line here, the 57, I thought we were headed down to 52. And so I have those two uh, basically resistance now, and this would probably act as some support for Bitcoin. If and um, that goes back to this bottom here. That's why. No, sorry. Let me go to the daily. I'm not sure why it's not coming up. There we go. This bottom here will act as support here, and yeah, so Bitcoin should have some strong support around 51 to 52% dominance. So we'll see if it hasn't really been able to hold other supports very well. So alts could keep basically taking more of the market cap away from Bitcoin. Um, and let's see here. I just have some quick news for you guys, and then we will jump right into Litecoin and the other altcoins. So we talked quickly about the Ethereum Berlin hard fork yesterday. There was a slight hiccup. Everything is running smoothly on the Ethereum blockchain. It's just there was an open Ethereum client that some companies use, and it's really only affecting that client, but a decent amount of companies use it, so they were just having some problems there. But they're trying to fix it, and it's only been a day, so it'll probably get taken care of this week if I had to imagine. It hasn't seemed to affect Ethereum's price at all. Another thing, XRP, we had target levels for XRP, and someone asked me yesterday, should I put everything? I want to put everything into XRP right now, and I showed them why, if it was me, I wouldn't be doing that at the moment. And you can see $620 million worth of XRP was liquidated yesterday, or over the past 2 days, basically because people were a little too optimistic and way over leveraged in this leveraged trading. So you guys got to be careful out there. There are levels you want to look at, and I never recommend high leverage trading. So a lot of people lost a lot of money because they were just following the hype of the day, which basically burnt out. Another nice macro Bitcoin news. We know Miami's been looking into paying its city workers with Bitcoin if they want. Now they're going to let residents pay taxes in Bitcoin. At least that's what they're trying to make happen. So if you want to pay your taxes in Bitcoin, you could do that. This is, it's cool that Miami's doing it, but it's just more like of this adoption that's happening in so many different industries and sectors of the world, like government type stuff now. Crypto, again, not just Bitcoin, but crypto is just getting ingrained into a lot of things, and I don't think it's going anywhere. And the last thing is that Chainlink released new white paper and a shift towards smart contract computation. So basically, Link has been pumping. This was just revealed today, so this isn't why Chainlink has been pumping, but this is just more bullish news for Chainlink, where basically it's going to have like, what did it say? Basically like different oracles off chain that will be able to do basically hybrid smart contracts, and basically just doing things that layer 1 and layer 2 solutions can't do on chain. So they're just expanding is the general, to help businesses with a lot of different things. So just more bullish news for Chainlink. So we'll see what happens, but looking good. Yeah, and then most of the market is green today. A lot of the altcoins doing very well. Dogecoin is now number 8. I don't know what to say about this, guys. Up 187% in the past 7 days. It is what it is, but congrats to anyone in Dogecoin. So that's the news. Stick around if you want to chart out any altcoins. I am live Monday through Thursday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, if you like the content, please feel free to subscribe, give a follow on Twitch, like the video, and yeah, come back for more every Monday through Thursday. Thank you. All right, guys, let me turn the music back on. And we'll get into Litecoin for you, Nikos. If you're still there, I'll go right into Litecoin. Let's see here. Here we go. Litecoin moving again. We do have these levels here. I can actually change this level a little bit because we did have a different high from right around there. Yeah, so it's been in this ascending wedge here, and yeah, I'm very bullish on Litecoin. I know it's had a nice move in the past few days, but I'm not going to be surprised if it gets up and touches these levels. And the reason for that isn't so much because of the it's not so much because of the USD chart. It's because of the Bitcoin chart, and I'll show you. So we do have the all-time highs we haven't even hit yet. So that a lot of the bigger altcoins have hit all-time highs. So I think it's kind of due its turn, in a sense. Sorry, I just been trying to clean up these charts a little bit. This one we can erase. Yeah, so this is going to act as support, this previous all-time high here. Actually, this goes back to here. So if we kind of look at this chart, it's a beautiful chart. Got a nice, very distinct double bottom here. So most of the time you're going to expect this to get up to all-time highs again. And yeah, we have this support here, which it passed from all the way back in February 2019 or 18. And Then up from there, we have a level around 315 and then all-time highs. So those are the levels I would be looking at. Yeah, I'm very optimistic. There is the Bitcoin Litecoin pairing, though. That's where you're actually going to possibly help get this type of move here, because if you look here at this, this goes back to July 2019. So almost a 2-year trend line where Litecoin has been losing compared to Bitcoin, losing value in Bitcoin. So as you can see, if we zoom in here, this is on the daily. Let's go to the hourly here. You can see we have finally, like I'm talking in the past 24 hours, broken this. And like even it failed once here, it failed again here, probably late last night, I'm guessing, or yeah, late last night. And then finally now it looks like we might have blasted through it finally, kind of like hitting a wall multiple times and finally you break through. So it doesn't look to me like now it's held a few hours of support above it. And this is big. Like, this is why I'm still bullish, even though Litecoin's moved a lot. Okay, let me turn this. Turn that off. Yeah, so this is just, yeah. So let me go to like the 4-hour just to look again at the, so this trend line. Yeah, this is 2 years long. This trend has stayed intact. So, you know, when people see this, even if they're not trading with dollars, they're going to pile into Litecoin now that it's broken in my opinion. I think a lot of traders had this, you know, on their radar, and maybe a nice daily close above it will kind of seal the deal. But it's looking good to me, and we're talking like the past few hours. We're really like making progress. So you know, it doesn't matter on the USD chart how bullish that looks, in my opinion. This is a broken 2-year trend line, so that is more bullish than the other patterns on the USD chart. So because most people trading the dollar pair would think, oh, this is probably getting burnt out because it's went up a decent amount. So and you know, there can always be a back test, but I think the main thing you want to be looking at is oh, sorry, I'm on Ethereum here, is the Bitcoin chart with this one. Yeah, we'll see, Nikos. I'm hoping. I am allocated to Litecoin too because of that Bitcoin chart. What I saw there, I think it's promising. And, you know, I don't care about the fundamentals right now with this. Litecoin, you know, Litecoin with this Bitcoin chart got down to, you see like this level here, it's like 319, and pretty much the lowest like close it had back in 2017 was around like 30. So Satoshis we're talking. So like if you see my chart there, it's very close to the lowest it ever got before this massive candle, like hundreds of percent we're talking. So yeah, I don't want to miss the rocket ship if it does happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but breaking this trend line was definitely the first step in, you know, even if it gets up to one of these candles, it's nice. So and let's just see if we have like another. Yeah, so we will have some resistance with this trend line as well. Just make that close. So yeah, but that's all the way up at you know, 712 satoshis, 0072 roughly, if it takes a little while to get up there. Actually, that's pretty far along the way. If we go up there fast, it will be closer to like 0077. So we'll see, but not that many resistance points. So gonna have this and that. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, you guys, I told you yesterday how bullish I've been, you know, basically claiming Aave as my #1 pick for April. And it was at $400 yesterday when I was harping on it. And it did get up to, yeah, we were like right here yesterday, and it did get up to 490 today. It has slowed down a little bit since then, but I'm still very optimistic on this. And we can, the head and shoulders has completed its pattern. I'm just still very optimistic on Aave. The DeFi sector is heating up a lot, and I would imagine, you know, I think we will be testing all-time highs here at some time soon. You know, it might be a couple days, it might be a week, could be a month. So, but I think it will probably happen before that. Not financial advice, but I'm still bullish on Aave. You can see it's going through these Fibonacci levels. Yeah, and you could see we got up past the first one, retested it, consolidated a little bit. Now we got up past the second one, came back down, retested it. So you guys can imagine what the next move would be. But yeah, Aave, I hope, you know, some of you that are on here all the time listening, you know, got in on some of that. So it's been good. Another one I've been talking about a lot is Band, which also had 20% gains, more than that, like up 25% gains today, but is now retesting, and it's still, it passed all-time highs, and now it's coming back down, and it's retested now its all-time highs. So if it can hold here, that's going to be a very bullish indicator that, you know, we might be going higher. If it goes below, you know, that's not going to be great in the short term. But yeah, another, you know, nice setup here, triple bottom, and then, you know, got a big move up, consolidation, and now another big move up. So might need to consolidate here a little bit, but you never know. We have a lot of extensions here on the Fibonacci retracement. It could get up really high, so that's what I'm hoping. One I don't really talk about much, but I thought the chart looked really good today, was Tron. I don't really like the fundamentals of Tron, but then again, Dogecoin is number 8 on the charts, so it's crazy. So yeah, it broke all-time highs today again and is now back testing. Did not get that much of a bump, but it's holding the back test really strong. So there might be, you know, a nice little pump sometime soon. We'll see, but it does look bullish. Basically, you could even say it formed a nice cup and handle pattern. It's pretty close to a cup and then handle, and the target for that, let's see, the target would be that distance from about here. So we're looking at a target of 19.8 cents for Tron here. So we'll see what happens with that. This is the DeFi sector, like the DeFi futures. And you can see, like, back in February, had a big move, consolidation, broke all-time highs, back tested, and now moving up a lot. So you know, if it has another move like this, then a lot of the DeFi plays still have some room to go here. Here is RLC, another Oracle play. Kind of struggled to hold previous all-time highs, but now kind of forming just like a big back test, and now is above it again. So we'll see. Hey Aave, how's it going, man? Hope you're making some money. Today's a good day. A lot of my plays are doing pretty well today, so I'm happy with that. Aave knows how many times I talk about Aave, huh? Good. That's the way to do it. Ocean is looking really good. It's got a new all-time high and has now like back tested it and now is moving back up. It's a good chance it could get above that. Yeah, Aave and Link, man. Here is Uniswap. I think Uniswap made all-time highs today. Yep. So yeah, Uniswap looking good. Let me zoom in here. So made all-time highs and now back tested previous all-time highs. So that's a good, if it can hold here, that's going to be a good sign. But yeah, we'll see, you know, how high some of these coins can move if this alt season gets going. Yeah, Doge, man, I don't know what to tell you. I kind of refuse to buy it because I don't like how good it does. I know it's stupid, but let's take a look at Doge. Look at these candles, man. Yeah, it's up almost 200%, probably like 150% in the past day now, like at its current level. Yeah, it just it's just the viral, it's the viral coin that won't stop ever being viral at points. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, man. But, you know, and some people are making so much money off of it. But a lot of, you know, newer people, I don't know. They're gonna probably lose some money trying to guess when the top is. Another one, kind of like Aave's chart I've been telling you guys about is Graph. The Graph, and same thing. Let me go to the 4 hour. It looks very similar to the Aave chart, okay? Except Aave is now up here. So I would expect this to move as well. Yeah, we talked about Litecoin with Nikos here. I'm very bullish on Litecoin. Let's see. Yeah, it's not at all-time highs yet, but it's at more current highs. Like it's passing its previous high from a few days ago. So it's moving right now, and I was telling Nikos the reason I think it's going to keep moving is because of this Litecoin Bitcoin chart. So yeah, you mainly trade with Bitcoin, I think. So if I zoom back here, this is a 2-year trend line. Litecoin, this is the Litecoin Bitcoin pairing. Every time we've hit it, got rejected, and now this is the first time. This goes back to 2019. So we are finally, like, it looks like really passing it. It's had a couple fake outs, but now we're like pretty well above it, and we've closed probably 5-6 hours above it. So does that make sense, Aave? What I'm talking about? I think this chart is going to get a lot of people in, because if what happens in 2017 happens, we're talking, 5x's. But that probably won't happen right away, or that might happen at the very end of the cycle, but I don't think we're at the end yet. But it could definitely gain a lot of ground here. So yeah, Litecoin looking good. And let's see. Yeah, and it's continuing to climb here. Almost at 290. So we're at 288 right now. Let's see, Link. Link making all-time highs today as well. You know, might have another push in it as well. So we'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, looking good here. Same with Ethereum. Ethereum and Litecoin pushing. This is Ethereum's all-time high right now. We're $2 away from. We're $2 away from 2,500, which I would expect there to be some resistance at. So let's see here if we can hit 2,500. And if it breaks 2,500 cleanly, I think we're going to go to 2,600 pretty quick. That's just my opinion from watching these key levels break. Because people have been talking about 2,500 for a very long time. Alright, we hit it. Sahil, don't forget to look at Binance Smart Chain Station. IDO ongoing. Okay. I'll take a look at it. Yeah, you can see I bet a lot of people have sell orders at 2,500 there. But there's also a lot of people, you know, probably trying to get in. Maybe people that wanted to wait for another big retracement that never happened. Or hasn't happened yet, anyway. Alright, let's see here. Look at it, just sitting right at 2,500 perfectly. It wants to break it. Let's go to the 5-minute. Come on, baby. You wanted to look at Binance Smart Chain Station. Let's see. Ideal ongoing. Yeah, Ethereum failing there. See if it tries again. Yeah, I'm having trouble finding a chart for that Sahil. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm having trouble finding. I see the IDO, I don't see the chart for it yet though anywhere. Let's see here, let's keep going here. Polkadot. Polkadot, just consolidating here. Might try to come test all-time highs again, but looking good. Staying pretty strong where it is. Let me know if there's any coins you guys want to look at. We could take a look at XRP. Yeah, you can see this candle where it dipped to $1.56, so that's probably what caused, it's like $620 million worth of liquidations, and I guarantee most of it was from that candle when Bitcoin wicked down. So man, it's got to be careful with that one. This is the Pokemon we talked about yesterday. Possibly finding a floor here. That was not the bottom. But if this price holds where it's at right now, that'd be a slight double bottom there. We'll see. This is the Coinbase. This is the Coinbase IPO. So still making lower lows and lower highs. So not quite flattening out yet. I mean, it looks like it might start to soon, but not yet. Decentraland having a nice day. Oh yeah, got all-time highs. Nice move for Decentraland. Now back testing all-time highs, so probably gonna keep moving there. Engine as well. You know, had a retracement. Now it might be going back up, but we'll see. It might just be making a higher low as well. All the alts, a lot of the alts doing pretty well today, so here's Band again, possibly starting another move here. And Tron. All getting a little pump here. Might be Bitcoin dominance falling. A little bit. Here is the BNB coin. Hit that fourth, or no, it didn't. Hit the second fib level here and is now correcting a bit. let's check back in with Litecoin. Is now a good time to buy in what? The Asian man. How you doing? Yeah, the reason they all seem to be having a lot of upward motion is because of Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin is staying. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin isn't really moving up much. It's kind of settled right around 63,000, but it did have a pump, you know, a couple days ago, brought a lot of new money into the market. But now, if we look at Bitcoin dominance, which is how much of the money in all of crypto is in Bitcoin, that money is leaving Bitcoin. It's been on a downtrend, but it's continuing, you know, almost 1% a day, where that money is now flowing into the altcoins. That's why a lot of them are having really good days today. Dogecoin is, you know, Dogecoin's a meme coin. It's a viral coin. It just, you know, it trends on Twitter and other social media, and people just go buy it because it's, you know, now it's like 16 cents. But they just think it's a good investment. They don't, you know, they don't know. It doesn't really have any fundamental value. So, you know, Dogecoin does this a couple times a year. So I don't know what to tell you about that. But all the other altcoins are pumping because this money is flowing into from Bitcoin into the other coins. But there's still enough new money coming in to Bitcoin to keep it relatively at the same level. But a lot of the money that traders had in Bitcoin, now that Bitcoin's seems like it's settling again, they're moving it into altcoins, which this type of move can cause an alt season where, you know, alts go crazy for like a week. So we'll see that this could be, you know, the first day of an alt season. But I mean, you're going to see double digit moves from a lot of coins every day to call it like an official alt season. But we're definitely seeing some really nice moves across the board. So does that all make sense? The thing with Dogecoin is you don't know when it's going to like do this. And it might, you know, it could drop pretty harsh. Could drop a lot, like back in, where was it? Yeah, back in January, it had this move, and people who bought up here, you know, lost 80% of their money. So it's definitely a dangerous game with Dogecoin. But that being said, it's, you know, it is what it is. This is Tron. Having a good day, 15%. Aave kind of settling down here. Hey Sinatra, just kind of picking alerts for, trades that I'm in, long term. If it hits these levels, I'm going to take some profits. But if there's any coins you want to, if you want to look at any coins, let me know which ones. We'll chart them out. Take a look back at Ethereum. It's trying to break 2,500, but I've been having some trouble here. Every time it gets up close. How's it going? 21 times zeros. Any coins you want to take a look at? This is Ethereum right now, trying to break 2,500. I mean, I've seen like statistics like 95% of people who try to day trade end up losing money. So, you know, it's definitely not easy, and it's better to you know, we're in a bull market right now too, which makes it a lot easier to make money, and we'll head into a bear market at some point, and it's probably going to last a couple years. So and it's very difficult to day trade in those markets. So so I wouldn't suggest anyone quit their day job to do this. And you know, even if you were going to do it, I would suggest, you know, from personal experience, like act like you're doing it, but use a very small portion of, you know, your money. This is not financial advice at all, but, you know, basically pretend to do it for 6 months and see how you do before you actually start using real money. No, they will not stay at all-time highs for years. They will most cryptocurrencies, I'd say about 90% of them are going, when Bitcoin tops out and the market cycle tops out, most of them will lose 60 to 70, anywhere from 60 to 100% of their value. Most of them. Some of them will only lose like 30 to 50% of their value, but that will be a small number of them until we get back into the beginning of a bull market, where then they start picking up again and they'll surpass their previous all-time highs. Yeah, but even Bitcoin will most likely, when it tops out, go down at least 40%. And then, you know, it could go anywhere from 40 to 60%, in my opinion, previous bull markets when Bitcoin went down 80%. So, you know, and then it will flatten out for a couple years, and then it will start picking up again, and it will surpass its previous all-time high. So thanks for the follow. Will the price drops affect ETH miners? The Yeah, I mean, it will affect how much money they're making, but it will affect the price, you know, of the ether that they're mining, but then they kind of will start accumulating a lot more, and just selling the ones they need to sell to pay the bills, and they'll start building up reserves, and then when the bull market starts again, you know, and it reaches higher highs, then they start selling. But in a couple years, ETH 2.0 is supposed to be out, so Ethereum, we're going to a proof of work, so no, the bull market, Bitcoin moves in 4-year cycles. At least it has so far. So, no, it's okay. Yeah, you should look up for the Bitcoin 4-year cycles. Basically, because it was built in the code to what's called the halving. Yeah, so I take it you know what the halving is, so I won't explain it, but about 6 months after the halving, the bull market normally starts, and it lasts about a year, and then we have, you know, about a year to two of a bear market, and then it just flattens out for another year. So yeah, we're in 4-year cycles right now. So yeah, I mean, there's you know, a lot of people have different opinions on how long it's going to last, but we're definitely in a bull market. And if I had to guess, you know, we might get to anywhere from like August to October, I would guess would be the top if I had to bet right now. But it kind of depends. Like, you'll see, you know, if I look at the Bitcoin, let's go to the weekly Bitcoin chart. Like, here's 2013's bull market. This little bump in the road. That is the 2013 bull market. If I like zoom in on it, it looks like this. So, and some people think we might have something like this happen this year. I'm not so sure, where it kind of tops out and then has a big pullback, but then goes parabolic. So some people think that might be happening now, where like 60,000 is a temporary top, and we might have a pullback back down to like, let's say 40,000, but then a few months later it goes to 200,000. So that's 2013. And then this is 2017, so 4 years later. You can see we've and there will be I forget what it's called, but basically Bitcoin will have like another possibly another little move at some point, but it won't be the real bull market. But then this is where we are now. But like if you look at 2017, and like this is 2017 and this is 2013, it moved way more multiples, so I wouldn't expect that big of a move for Bitcoin this time. But this is so small compared to this, and look at, like, this is big, but this isn't nearly as small as a 2013 comparison, you know. So yeah, a lot of people think we might do something like this, which might not happen. It might be just a nice gradual move up until we have a parabolic, you know, top. But there could be a, you know, a move, you know, where we go up a little bit more and then we have like a big retracement, let's say down to like 45,000. And then we do something, you know, like that. So that would be like a 2013 type of bull cycle. I mean, I've been in crypto since the beginning of 2017, so before like the bull market really even started. So yeah, I went through all that. I learned, you know, I made more mistakes than I did, you know, than I had success. So I learned quite a bit from my mistakes. So, but yeah, just watching like Data Dash on YouTube, he's really like got a, you know, stable understanding of the cycles, and you know, he looks at long term. It's not, a lot of YouTubers are just focusing on the daily, hourly, you know, stuff, but it's better to learn the long-term stuff at first and understand, like, you will eliminate a lot of your stress. Like, like I firmly believe Bitcoin could be worth $1 million a Bitcoin in, you know, maybe next cycle, like in 4 to 5 years, or you know, the cycle after that, so like 8 to 10 years, something like that. But long term, I don't think it's going anywhere. So, you know, I'm not, I don't stress over like the daily price action. Yeah, I put $100 in XRP 2 days ago when it was at 164. Hey, agent. Yeah, I read an article in the beginning of the stream. They talked about, you know, I can show you the XRP chart. So if, you know, if you had come on the stream, you know, a week ago, there's certain levels, like we were using the Fibonacci retracement tool. So basically you take the top, the previous high, and then the previous low, and actually this is not quite right. Well, that's pretty much right. But you can see once it gets past all-time highs, you have these extension levels. So it's just like it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy, because a lot of traders, like many traders, use these Fibonacci tools, and you can see it got up to the first one, consolidated there, then moved up to the second one, consolidated, and then got up to the third and is consolidating. So the fourth one is the $2 mark. So I would definitely expect some profit taking there. But yeah, I read an article on this, guys that are like over leveraged on this wick here. $650 million or $620 million was liquidated from people being way over leveraged on XRP. Like they're betting like 20x, 50x, you know, on thinking the price is going to keep going up so much, but it just kind of got burned out. But it's holding pretty well, and now it's above the line again, and I wouldn't be surprised if it hit $2, you know, this week. That would not surprise me at all. But there'll definitely probably be some resistance there. So If you want to sell, I would probably sell more like 199. Not financial advice, but that's what I would do. Check out altcoin mana. Yeah, it's already taken off, mana. Let's see. Yeah, oh, this is actually, you know, a decent, if it can hold this level. You see mana got tested all-time highs, pretty much, got rejected, tested it again, got rejected, but made a higher low here than here, and then boom, got above it, and now currently, so it's back at its all-time highs, but it looks, if we go to like the 15-minute, you can see, you know, I can move this down a little bit. It's right around this area, the all-time highs, the previous. So now it's back testing. This is, you know, as long as it can hold this around this area here, you know, maybe 1 or 2% below it is okay. But if it can hold this area, basically a lot of traders will, it will kind of use this as a springboard to keep going. So if it can hold above all-time highs again, you'll probably see some more movement with mana in the coming days. If it falls below it, it could drop all the way back down to you know, these previous levels. So, you know, 112 or then $1. Do you cash out everything or 50% on XRP? So, you know, I'm not going to tell you what to do. It depends on your time frame. You know, if you're looking to make money like every day, you know, again, not financial advice, but XRP has, in my opinion, you know, it moved like over 100% in a week. So I'm going to be picking plays that look like they're about to move. I'm not going to invest in coins that have just doubled in value in a week. That's not to say they can't double again, but the probability goes down, I think. So it doesn't mean it will go up again, but it means it's holding. So it in this case, the previous highs here, they were acting, you can see the previous highs were acting as resistance. So when it got this high, it got pushed back down. It came up again, got almost there, pushed back down. Up again, rejected. Now this fourth time, it got past it. So instead of it being resistance, now you want to make that same line. Most of the time when it passes, you know, gets through a resistance trend line, it will come back down and touch it and hopefully get a bounce off of it, making it new support. So now whenever price gets down there again, a lot of people will buy it up because they believe it's a good support line. So kind of like a new low point. So a good place to buy. Yeah, the and you know, the one thing with XRP is it's in this SEC lawsuit. So the day it wins that lawsuit, or they only get, you know, a fine or something like that, which is probably what's going to happen in my opinion, the price might double that day. But that could be months. It could be days, months. It could be a year. Who knows, you know, with like a big case like this. So you never know. But it seems to be looking more and more. Did that make sense, 21? Like, you flipped the resistance and made it support now. Most likely that's what this looks like. And yeah, if it closes a day candle up there, sometimes it doesn't need to close a day. Sometimes if it closes a couple hours, it will start to move, or less. So, you know, but if it closed a daily candle above that, that would give confidence to a lot of traders. No problem, man. Thanks for the follow. Elongate. Elon sending Doge to the moon. It's crazy. Hey, NYUB. Thanks for the follow. How's it going? Any coins you want to look at, guys? I got like 10 minutes left. This is Mana, Decentraland, where you guys can live. You know, you can have your brain uploaded to Decentraland when you die. That's probably what's going to happen. So you're going to want to buy some virtual land there. Corporatistic. How's it going, man? Elon's going to the moon soon. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's going further. He's going to Mars. Or he's going to send some crazy people there anyway. Am I living off trading? Currently, it's more of a side thing. We'll see after this bull market where I stand. If things are really, really good after this bull market, if I make out the way I'm hoping, then this might turn into a full-time thing. But yeah, I also do cinematography as my main income. But I'd rather do this, so. could go for some pizza right now. Let's see here. Let's do one more check. Band protocol, one I've been, pushing on you guys. Doing very similar thing to Decentraland here. So let's see. Came back. It back tested its all-time highs here, and we'll see if it gets the fact that it's moving up a little bit is a good sign that maybe it's gonna get a bounce here. So these are the Fibonacci. So it's a tool. You can't see it here, but it's on the side here, and it's a Fibonacci retracement tool. And I can I'll delete this one so you can see. So or I'll keep those, I'll show you. So basically you take the tool here and you go to the top. You go to the top of like the previous high, and then down to the bottom wick of basically the previous accumulation zone. So like it had a big run here, it topped out. Okay, you see that? Like it had a big pump back in January, February, and then it topped out February 12th. So you pick that, and then you go down to the bottom where it bottomed out and do that. And it sets up basically these fib levels, and then you have fib extension levels. And it's more of like a psychological tool. Like a trader invented it, but I think it works. Like they call it like voodoo magic, but it most likely works well because so many traders use the same levels. So it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy here. But yeah, it has these fib levels that basically, if you're trying to get back up to all-time highs, they can act as support and resistance. You can see like just yesterday, it got a nice bounce right off the 0.5 fib level. It almost touched it perfectly, and then it got sent. So yeah, now that it's past all-time highs and getting some support on the previous highs, I'm hoping and expecting eventually it will get up to the first level here. So yeah, it's just because so many traders, like hundreds of thousands of traders, are using it, the same thing. So hundreds of thousands of traders are going to be selling when it gets close to these lines. They're going to take some profit most likely, which will give it a little dip. But then a lot of traders will also buy if it gets above it and makes it support. which will send it up to the next one. But yeah, I agree with you. You know, it shouldn't work, but you know, it does. So I use it. But even besides the fib levels, you could see here we had a triple bottom. We basically, traders were saying this is as low as we're going to let band's price get before, you know, the smart money buys it up. Like this is where people are accumulating. So and then it started making higher highs again and made a new floor where you hit similar price about 3 times, and now it has gone up. So it could be consolidation here before it goes up, but yeah. Yeah, a lot, you know, a lot of people don't use fib levels, but and then there's harmonics, which I'm trying to learn now, get a lot more educated on anyway, before I start showing you guys. But basically, they're patterns within the fib levels that give you like even more precise, you know, levels to watch. So the W method, so what I believe you're talking about, if I go, I just saw it, so the Litecoin Bitcoin chart, which I'm very optimistic about, I'm very bullish on, is Litecoin because of this chart. Let's see. Or maybe it wasn't Litecoin. No, that's Link. Yeah, no, it was it's basically like a huge double bottom here. And it's just a bullish pattern. So, you know, it got down this far back in 2019. This is a huge, like, W formation. But then it came down to the exact same level before going back up. So this is a Litecoin USD chart. But it's just a bullish pattern. Like, you should Google trading patterns and just learn, you know, which ones are bearish and which ones are bullish. Bitcoin hits a new higher high in the next few days. It's certainly possible. Certainly possible. Let's see. We'll check on Bitcoin, and then I actually gotta go, guys. But yeah, this is the daily chart on Bitcoin, and you know, if you stop and look, you know, ignoring like all the wicks here, you had this move back on April 10th, and then a bear flag, and then a big move, and now it looks like another bear flag. So at least on the daily, I'd say that's bullish, or a bull flag, sorry, 2 bull flags. So this is on the daily. You know, when you go in on the 5-minute chart, you're not going to see, you know, quite the same thing. So, and it did have this crazy wick here, so we'll see. But it held support on previous highs. You know, it came back, retested all-time highs, and now it seems to be, made a higher high, higher low, and now it made a higher high. So we'll see. It might take a few days, but could get up there for sure. Well, it's a daily, it I'm just saying, when you look on the 5 minute here, it kind of looks a little wonky. Like if you're yeah, but let me go back to the daily. But basically, a bull flag would be a pump, and then, I hear what you're saying. It didn't really come down that much. Normally, there's a pump, like a straight up candle, and then a slight decline, normally like 10 to 20% from the gains you made on the previous candle. So this was more sideways, but yeah, they're not perfect. But I'm just saying, if you take a step back and look, we could definitely see another leg up. But yeah, these big wicks up and down are not, perfect. Royum says we're going up, so. Well, come back, man, and I'm on every Monday through Thursday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern. Get my beer ready for tomorrow night. Okay. Well, tomorrow night's Friday, so I won't be streaming, but yeah, I'll still drink a beer for you guys. All right. Or I did great today. I actually saw something about that, and that's because the oracles in general, Link is leading the way, and a lot of the oracles are doing really good. So I'm glad. I hope you were in on that. All right, guys. I'll see you Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern. Be there.